You hear me, Joby? I can't hear you at all. I hear music a little bit. Say something. I hear the music, but not you. Bro. You got no sound, Joe. I'm glad you can hear me. TK, yeah. Joe, but you got no sound. I got TK can hear me. You didn't say I can hear you, Keith. I know. Cause I can hear the music. So I know that's you. I can't hear you. Nope, no sound. Here you go. Here your mic. Go ahead. Say something. Hey, you moving around?
Problem.
Your mic shuffling at least. Like, what you guys be doing
Mic
from
check.
I hear you now. Go ahead. What you guys be doing from the Tabonge show to now that the mic don't be working? What you guys be doing?
What are you talking? What are you saying?
I hear you now. Now I hear you. What?
Yeah, you are saying. You are here. You are saying. I had everything. You are saying.
I know. I couldn't hear you. I said, what you guys doing from the Tabonge show to now where your mic don't work? That's fine. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I think I moved my laptop and it touched the mic or something, but my apologies about that, Manze. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Tikare and Karibu. Thank you for informing me. I would have been yapping my mouth here if nobody was on the chat for 10 minutes without knowing if I have no sound. Sometimes I just start so I don't check on the radio. I know, I'm good. Like, nobody touched anything, so we're good. So sorry. But anyway, karibuni sana. I hope you guys, your day is good. I hope you're having a beautiful morning, afternoon, whatever the time is on your end.
You guys on TikTok too, Joey?
No, the phone. I've not charged the phone. I didn't get enough power.
Man.
I don't know. Let me see if it can sustain.
Don't worry. Cause TikTok was good yesterday. Good to have us on both. I gotta buy them.
Yes, it was.
We gotta keep it short. Yeah, it was good yesterday on TikTok.
It can push us for an hour, I guess so.
But turn on an hour from now. The last hour. Yeah.
All right, I'll just
I didn't know we could say all that on TikTok, man. I was surprised. Gee. TikTok was awesome yesterday. I was like, hell yeah. Say some real shit on that thing. I was surprised like hell. Like, when they coming to cut us off. getting ready. I was like,
No,
wow, it's all right.
no, no, they don't. They don't cut you off. They even congratulate you for going extra hours for going live. They say thank you.
Wow.
You know,
Well,
you know.
yeah, I know they want to make their platform long form because the short form is not really good for business. That's like the
Mm-hmm.
morons who look at 5 second videos, 13-second videos of people shaking their ass and just doing not to defame Shamani, but doing that Shamani shit. That you,
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is trying to get away from. They try and go to long form so they can compete with the YouTubes and the other platforms because short form doesn't it's not conducive to a channel's a company's growth. So I get it. Cool. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and let's talk the truth yesterday. But to start this off, fam, isn't it funny now that they're now trying to say they're trying to get rid of Joe Biden? They knew he was already illegal and part of the criminal cabal. Now they're trying to impeach him and get rid of him because I think they probably told him, hey, you need to step down. You just too. We can't steal the election like this. You're just too. There's no way nobody's gonna believe that you won another election. You just too fucked up. There's no way
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be able to steal this election with your ass.
Mm-hmm. And the son
I
fucked
think,
up too. The son is
yeah,
fucked up too.
yeah, and then the son. Remember, they wasn't gonna indict him, but now they said, oh, we probably can indict the son now. First he was off limits. He's gonna get a sweetheart deal. Now they're threatening his ass as well because I think they probably told Joe Biden, senile ass, to step down, and he refused. That's what I'm thinking. So I said, hey, man, you wanted to get your ass out of here. Go ahead and say that you're crazy, you got dementia, you're old, you're fucked up, you don't know how to wipe your ass, and, you're just crazy. You got to step down. He probably said, nah, I'm not going to step down. So now, all of a sudden, the charges that were already 5 years old, everybody knew that the FBI was hiding by him and his son taking money from China and the shit Ukraine and all other kind of shit. Now they're going to we might have to prosecute. Get out of here. He's like down 30 points behind Trump right now. They know nothing they can do. He's just too fucked up. They can't steal. They can't say Biden won this election like they stole the last one. Because no one would believe this country would be in civil war. This country would be an absolute civil war. People already know Biden didn't win the last one. This old geriatric bastard supposedly got more votes than anybody in history. Yeah, that nobody can even stand his ass. But he got, the lies you got to tell. We weren't allowed to say this, remember, until 4 months ago when YouTube now say, well, now you can say the election was stolen. You weren't allowed to even say this 4 months ago. You couldn't say this truth that Joe Biden didn't win no election. Couldn't say it on the streets of YouTube. You can say it on the streets of TikTok, though, shit. Shout out to TikTok, goddammit.
But anyway, yeah, I see people on TikTok, they're joining us. Big up to Bobby Silva. Big up to our right here on the.
Oh, you did turn it off. You turned it on now? Okay. I thought you were going to turn it on an hour afterwards. Okay, turn it on now.
Big up to user 50. Yeah, karibuni sana.
Can't you charge it while you're on it? Can't you put it in?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I will. Karibu sana. I see Robbie Silva. You're saying that please play for me. We're not playing music for today. We're having conversation. So kindly, if you can engage.
Tomorrow they play music for you, man. You're the wrong time today, man. Tomorrow they play music.
Yeah, tomorrow they'll be playing music. Big up to JB45, big up to Samuel Meja, karibuni sana. And keep on tapping on that screen. Kindly tune in and listen to our conversation and let us know how you feel about it. Big up to Mercy Mash, karibuni sana to the Black Hot Fire Network, media for the 21st century. I see Jason is saying that he can hear us very good, and it's a hot Death Day. It's as hot as Death Valley in California. I heard it's very hot in Miami more than in California. I heard Miami is the hot.
It's hot in Texas too, but it's summer. It's supposed to be hot. And all the fake global warming shit they were talking about. Oh, it's hotter than it's ever been all our lives. But in summertime, it's supposed to be hot. How about that? So California's supposed to be hot. Florida's supposed to be hot. Miami. I'm in Texas still. I was down in southern Texas, and you're right. It was hot as shit, boy. Like, damn. I wanted to ask these Mexicans, hey man, can you give me
Sorry.
Can you make me an ice cream taco or something? Yeah, goddamn. If y'all don't eat no ice cream no more, but hot as hell.
Drink a lot of water. You know, stop drinking after
water.
Food, you know?
That's right, Joby. We must do it. We must do it. We need to drink a lot of water. Stop drinking messed up food. Try to get our bodies back. You know, so we won't be having heat strokes and falling out and dying. You know, just try to do the right thing.
Yeah, kindly. Are you? Cause you've been messing up with
the
papers the whole day.
Are you, Joby? Are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
I'm drinking water, man.
You're lying ass.
I've been drinking water, man. Thank you so much, Dan, for following the host, and thank you so much, Mercy, for following the host. I have been drinking water. You need to drink healthy. Let me share this very quickly. Since you remember you pulling up some videos, articles about the chocolate milk, you know, when you were checking why you found some doodles on the chocolate milk of yours.
I found maggots. I ain't no doodle. I didn't know we said doodle. So check it out, fam. I left home for like a couple of days. I got an empty out the chocolate milk. When I got back home, I had the cup there and it was full of fucking maggots. I was like, God damn, where these maggots come from? I forgot flies will come in and leave their larvae and it creates maggots, of course. I was like, God damn. Shit. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, let me find it very quickly and share it with you. I saw one where there is let me share this one, the first one, the strawberries, and I think since most of it, and I said actually you guys are actually more exposed to diseases than us in Africa, you know. You all eat it most of the food is from the supermarket.
Because you got better still farmer markets, you got more access to the land. We've been completely destroyed because of the supermarkets with the GMO. So of course, I always tell people I'm an advocate, everything tastes better. Everything is fresh. Everything tastes so delicious. A chicken actually tastes like a goddamn chicken. Lab experiment. How things used to taste right here 30 years ago.
The good thing for us is that we can differentiate between the genetically modified. I think I have a lag behind. My internet is kind of, I think, slow. But yeah, I'm saying for you, I think we have an advantage because despite us saying that our agriculture is best up, I'm about to share something very fucked up right after this. Very fucked up, you know, and it's just like a comedy to me, where Africa lost our senses of not understanding agriculture all over.
To an outbreak of hepatitis A, making at least 9 sick. The recalled products were sold in dozens of states at Walmart, Costco, and HEB stores under the brand names Great Value and...
Keith, where do you shop? At Walmart?
You know, I get it delivered. You know, I do. Joey, what's Great Value? What is it? What Great Value is it? What product is it? I do eat a lot of that damn shit.
The audio is a little bit choppy. I don't know if it's my internet. No, I'm asking, where do you shop? Do you shop at Walmart?
I shop at Walmart, Joe. Because I'm saying, but what product they saying Great Value? Which Great Value product are they referring to? I gotta see what they're talking about. Which one?
And Raider Farms. Customers are urged to check their freezers and either throw out the products or return them to the store for a refund. An important recall to tell you about several brands of frozen strawberries, mixed fruits, and smoothie blends have been linked to an outbreak of hepatitis A, making at least 9 people sick. The recalled products were sold in dozens of states at Walmart, Costco, and H-E-B stores under the brand names Great Value and Raider Farms. Customers are urged to check their freezers and either throw out the products or return them to.
Yeah, that is what is
I don't fuck with
what
they
people are told
smoothies.
to do.
They
And this one, then
strawberries.
we had this one about them.
I don't fuck with they smoothies or they fake strawberries. None of that shit. So I'm good with that. And also, Jovi, I Sunday. Did you see that? Did you see that video I sent you? I either sent it on your, I either sent it WhatsApp or I sent it or shared it with your or shared it with you on Instagram.
Yeah, I saw
the
it.
Sundays. That's right. The
Yeah,
I Sundays,
I saw it.
Jovi. That's right. That's why I don't get typhoid. That's why my butthole don't bleed. You know, I got mayonnaise coming out of my ears and stuff.
There's another one. Let me share this on the last one.
3% of African Americans are lactose intolerant.
Crazy, insane.
73% of African Americans are lactose intolerant. 95% of Asians, roughly 70% of Native Americans, and about 53% of Hispanic Americans are lactose intolerant. Our government is encouraging Americans of color to eat foods. What's down to is the government is telling
Eat food that's dangerous stuff.
African American to eat food that's going to make me. That's a form of.
Yeah, milk is a risky food for human consumption. As a pediatrician, I see on a daily basis children suffering dairy consumption, such as eczema, acne, constipation, acid reflux, iron deficiency, anemia. Cow's milk protein is the most allergenic food.
I used to ask, where do acne come from? So it's food.
The food, Joby.
Damn.
Well, no, I want hormone-free, not injected with bovine growth hormone. But milk is this hormonal fluid, so it's just packed with sex hormones and natural sex steroid hormones, like estrogen, progesterone. In fact, doesn't matter if it's conventional milk.
The milk in America is absolute
milk without
garbage.
hormones. It's an oxymoron. Organic.
It's not organic unless you get it organic, like you get in Africa.
As much saturated fat. And
it's pasteurized. It's fried. It's dyed. It's absolute garbage. We shouldn't be touching that shit in America.
All the things that you don't want as conventional dairy.
Dairy products in general have a lot of other products associated with it, not the least of which is pus. I mean, they actually have laws limiting how much pus you can actually have in a milk and still sell it. I believe it's like
73% of African Americans are lactose intolerant.
You're drinking a big old glass of pus. You're drinking a big old glass of pus. Let me get some of this pus, Joby. Pus. Pus. Penis pus, leg pus, but it's all pus.
Now, this gives you a reason why you need to come back, invest in Africa, get yourself some goat and a cow, a female one, okay? Get them pregnant, let them give birth like 2-3 bunch of kittens of it, then see what that's how you generate wealth for yourself. You start, producing your own food, you start milking your own milk, not this processed bullshit that we don't know what we're consuming,
I don't think Americans can even drink organic milk. They're like, this is nasty. Because it's real milk, stupid. They ain't got pus. Because they ain't got pus in it.
If you can't
Joby, when you've been drinking, when you've been eating fucked up food, your taste buds become acquired to eating bad food. So you get acquired to a certain taste, and then you get the real taste, sometimes like real milk, you're like, what is this? This is real milk, all right.
If you know the difference between good food, real food, and fake food, if you come here to Africa, let me tell you, don't even take meat, okay? I'll tell you, stay away from meat, stay away from maybe try the fish. The fish is different from what you guys are consuming. Stay away from meat a little bit and take vegetables, okay?
Long you ain't getting no Chinese plastic fish over there talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is
Of course, like
real.
that, we also have in plastic. We have in plastic, plastic fishes right here. But take the vegetables and fruits, you'll taste a difference. Just try cabbages, spinach, what you guys are
Of
used to. I don't
course,
know what
it's delicious. Yeah.
lettuce. Oh my God, it's so fresh. If you know how to cook veggies, you'll feel the sweetness of that thing. You'll feel. I love
You do.
vegetables personally, but it depends on how it's cooked. Crunchy and sweet, like it's fresh. It's just fresh. That is the thing I love about the
Also,
vegetables we have. Fresh.
you know, you know what's also fresh there, Joby? You know what's also fresh? The melon.
Don't say.
The melon, Joby.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something. No, I can bear with the melon. I think I want to go back and start drinking melon. Because I've been trying to, keep myself drinking water. So I think I can try and take melon. I'm gonna try.
Well,
I'm gonna do that.
at least melon juice. Melon juice is healthy, Joby. At least watermelon juice, stuff like that.
Yeah.
As long as they ain't from Walmart. As long as they ain't from Walmart.
Yeah, as long as it's not from Walmart, that is what's up. But anyways, speaking of food, I've seen a video of where we have Russia saying that no, not Russia, Kenyans saying that Russia can feed the whole African continent. That is our dear African people saying, like, speaking this way, saying that Russia is capable of feeding the rest of the African continent, including Kenya.
Sounds stupid as shit. Sounds dumb as hell. So why the fuck would I pay them to feed me? I got 64% of arable land. So I should make the Russians rich, make me poor, and then goddamn buy their fucking food from people that don't even like me. Who the hell said that stupid ass shit?
These I'm about to share. These Kenyans say that you're about to hear this. So this is what we had, of course. And what is funny, and which actually brought my attention to this is that recently we had Russia dropping the genetically modified food, where they say that they're no longer going to be processing any of this in their country.
Oh, and common sense. Exactly. It's terrible. We got the moron in Parliament. Who are you not to want to eat the modified food? Are you better than the United States? Yes, we are, stupid. Yes. We know it's bad and we don't want the shit. Always got some boot-licking, handkerchief-head, coon-ass nigga always down the way. You better than white people who colonized us? Why don't you want to do what the white people say? Because they're fucked up, you dummy. I don't want to eat no damn GMOs because it causes cancer, idiot. If you're not that smart enough to know that, that's your fault, dummy. You eat the shit. We don't want it.
But my question here is, after we saw Russia, because that happened this month, the beginning of this month, and they say that according to this video, what they're about to say is that Russia did harvest a lot of grains that have been transported back to Africa. So this means this is genetically modified food. And after that, now they change their system. Now all the genetically modified food that was planted in Russia is all coming to Africa or wherever it came from. All these aids we get.
I don't think they ever did genetically modified food in Russia, did they? Is that one genetically modified?
I think Russia ever. Why do we have all these grains coming to Africa? That is a question we need to ask ourselves.
Yeah, I don't know.
We know. Okay, we know what is going on.
The West is focused on helping Ukraine with its grain exports. Russia says only a small part reached the poorest countries under the Black Sea deal. In his recent article, Vladimir Putin says Moscow is ready to replace Ukrainian grain supplies, with Russia expecting a record harvest this year.
See, that's real. A record harvest. I don't know, Joe, but that's non-GMO food. A record harvest. That's non-GMO. So they want to capture the market. They're saying they don't allow GMO in Russia. Joby, I don't know.
Okay.
The Russian president also underlined that despite sanctions, Russia exported around 10 million tons of...
Yes, they're trying to capture the market, which is supposed to make them rich. They don't need to do the GMO. They don't use GMO in Russia. They outlawed that shit. We're not feeding fake food because it has no nutrition. GMO is not food, Joby. It's fake. It has no nutritional value.
I know.
That's why it's fake food. That's why Russia said we're not gonna never lie. We're not tolerating that shit up in Russia. This is fake food. It has no nutritional value. So that's them being smart. They're trying to corner the market and make you dependent on their farmers. That makes them wealthy. And then put your farmers out of damn business. Because you stupid. Why don't we just let Russia feed us like you're a child, like you're a baby? Russia's my mommy, let her feed me forever. When the fuck are you going to grow up and become an adult? Africa, what are you talking about? Your land is 10 times better than Russia. Why can't you do like Russia and feed your own damn self? Sounds stupid. So when you ever go against Russia, hey, listen here, you Russians have been stealing shit like the other Europeans. And then they'll cut your food supply off, stupid. Then you'll be starting a famine in your country. You don't use your food supply and give it to another country. You don't depend on another country for your sustenance. That's absolutely stupid. Especially when you're showing the best land on the planet. Sounds crazy as cat shit, but that's a goofy ass African who loves his white master. Sounds idiotic. Russia can feed all of Kenya. Kenya can feed all of Kenya, dummy. Why the fuck would I need Russia to do it? Stupid. Go ahead, Joe.
To Africa in the first half of this year, while the West is profiting from the grain deal instead of helping nations in need. Earlier, Russia withdrew from the agreement in a move condemned by the UN, saying none of its conditions were met. We heard from people in Kenya on the importance of Russia's plans to help ease the food crisis.
Russia is capable of feeding the world, not only African continent. Very excited to receive the news that Russia will be supplying Africa with food.
And then I asked myself, this lady, I'm certain she knows nothing about Russia. Nothing. This lady knows nothing. Apart from just what she's been asked about the food, she knows nothing about what is going on in the rest of the world.
She's what they call, Joby, a useful idiot.
This is one. With grains, with wheat, and I think we will have achieved food security.
Wow, that is bad. A useful idiot. Oh my God.
How you gonna have food security, dummy, from another country? Like, you wouldn't have food security. These are called useful idiots.
Crazy.
Russia can feed the entire continent with their grain. In Kenya, particularly in the northeastern region, people are dying of hunger. So I think they're
dying of hunger because it's controlled. It's all programmed.
Exactly.
Okay? With this nonsense we're seeing right now of climate change right now, which has been going on for centuries, trying to mess up with
the land that they have in Kenya, you useful, you moron, on TV, they interview you moron. Kenya has more than enough arable land to feed everybody in Kenya, but nobody would ever have to starve. It's mismanaged, and then half of it's stolen by the Europeans. That's what's going on, morons. So Kenya doesn't need to be fed by no one else. But this is the African race. I can't really get mad at him because he's an idiot. He's educated to be he's a useful idiot. Educated that way. Oh, no, we need another white man to help us. We can't do nothing by ourselves, and Putin can help us. And I don't know how to grow shit. And how can we grow our own stuff? Even though everybody knows Africa has the best land, I don't know. It doesn't snow in Africa, but it snows in Russia at least 7 months out the year. So I mean, 7 months they can't grow grain, and we can grow grain in Africa all year long. But I know that I'm stupid. I'm a useful idiot. Stupid ass.
Big up to Shumani, I see you. What's up to you too? Hope you're doing amazing. Karibu san.
Good idea to have Russia supply grain. Russia can also assist us in manufacturing and military training. This will help African countries become more independent.
No, we're not independent, honey. We're barely independent right now.
He doesn't go to another white country to help them get independent from another white. He can do military. Why can't you know how to do military yourself, dummy? And see, that's the African. That's why you're not respected nowhere. If we're talking about the mindset of this coon-ass, useful idiot-ass nigga. See, if we use Russia can help us get rid of the other white man who's fucking us up. No, dummy. They just to replace the other white man and fuck you up small, you idiot. They're not there to help you. They don't like your ass. You been to Russia, nigga? No, they don't like you, nigga. They don't like your ass.
We're gonna become independent, and this is the rest of the African mindset too, because they say we see these you see how education has destroyed the African mindset. This is why we
Exactly.
told people these are missionaries who came to help us because we have problems as African people. We're not taught the part of where these people have been stealing, and this is how they take control of us by in the name of help. How are we paying this help? How do we pay back their so-called help and sympathy?
Like Katie said, you get they take they tell you they don't take the gold, they take the whole mine. That was the Wagner group in there doing the Sudan and Mount. They only taking the gold, they take all your shit, the real wealth. They ain't taking the gold, they're taking the mine that produced the gold because you're stupid. As an app, you're a moron. And since you're a moron, I'm going to take advantage of you being a useless. Like this moron Joe guy on the street. You know, they would give us food and give us food security, and they would come to help us, teach us how to be a military. What the fuck would I teach you, dummy, to overthrow me, you moron? What benefit is to me to teach you how to overthrow me, stupid?
It's not.
So, it's not. Exactly. Not my benefit. My benefit to keep you dumb as the other people kept your ass, so you can keep goddamn exploiting your stupid ass. Hell you talking about? They can come and then we'll get free. You know how dumb this motherfucker sounds? Then we'll get free.
This is how they like it. You know, this is how they like it. Through their mainstream media to enable see our stupidity. How far has it come? How far does it go?
But Joe said, you wouldn't know this was Kenya. You would think this is in Mali. Because it's the same shit a nigga would say in Mali. Same thing. Look just like this nigga here. Look no different. You wouldn't know that this is, if you didn't say this is Kenya, you would say this is Mali. The Russians have come to help us and help us get free. All right, dumb nigga. Well, I'm helping you get free. I need that gold mine.
Period.
Yeah.
And you're the one who's going to dig it, you know, because you know
that's
right.
The funny shit. That's right. And you gonna dig the shit with your kids and your goofy grandma and your sister.
I'm gonna give you employment since your despot leaders cannot do it. So you can dig this shit, and I'm here to help you. So what's up?
Right. You know, right. We digging the gold mine. We digging the gold up that I got. And since you goofy niggas don't got jobs, you're gonna get and dig it, and all the wealth of this gold mine, since you're too stupid to dig it yourself, is going to me, and I'm gonna sell it on the open market with you goofy niggas. Now, Allah, Jesus be praised, goofy nigga.
Money is telling you calm down. I see Jamairo Karibu Sana, you followed the host. Thank you so much for tuning in. I see Eterek. Ama ni nani huyo? Karibu sana. Kindly keep on tapping the screen.
Who told me to calm down, Shamani? Who told me to calm down, Shamani? Shamani! You should let Shamani come on in. Shamani! You get off TikTok with your no good ass. You request to get on TikTok.
Big up to people. Big up to Beric Malom. Unasema hello to you too, and to the rest of the people who are just tuning in. Karibuni sana. This is the Blackout Fan Network radio station, and my name is Job. We got Keith on the radio, or rather online, and you know that is the voice you're telling. You know, you guys are telling him to calm down. You can also kindly request to invite.
You calm down and stop being exploited, you goofy niggas. You calm down.
In case you have any sentiments you want to say. But let me finish up with this one. I see Jason is saying that I stopped eating dairy products in 2002 when I was 22 years. Good for you.
I stopped eating the dairy until 5 years ago. My father was, like Joby said, it was really fucked up. I'm like, oh, man. You know, I used to love ice cream. I told you guys that story about my ex-wife. I was sitting there eating ice cream in the room inside one of the chairs. She said, hey, my favorite ice cream was cookies and cream. If anybody had cookies and cream, you'll know, right? So I'm eating cookies and cream. I ain't been working out no more. You know, you get comfortable in marriage or lazy. So I'm just eat my ice cream, and she look at me and say, somebody letting themselves go around here. You talking to me? Who you talking to? You talking to me? You better put some respect on my damn name.
Go
ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me finish up this one.
I think it's a good idea to have Russia supply grain. Russia Russia can also assist us in manufacturing and military training. This will help African countries become more independent and not require assistance from other nations.
What? Not require assistance from other nations. Literally.
I got to laugh. This is the ignorance of, and it's not his fault. He's just ignorant. That's what these despots and the Europeans have left behind in Africa. These fucked up educational systems. But they don't even know how shit even works. And it's to help us get independent. They're not helping you to get independent, moron. Africa's wealthy.
This shows you we don't even understand independency. We don't even understand what independence is.
Exactly, Joe. He said them bringing their grain, moron. If somebody else is feeding you, you're not independent. You got the best land in Kenya, but you're talking about getting land from a place that has snow. Pull this up for me, Joe. I can't even watch this goofy nigga. Pull it up, Joe. Say how many months out the year does Russia have snow? Let's see this. Now, Kenya has no snow. And we'll see. How many years out the year, how many months out the year does Russia have snow? You know, well, we depend on Russia for our food. That'll bring us independent. What? The hell are you talking about? Are you smoking drugs? Are you on that narcotic? Are you drunk?
Yes, they're saying that the infamous Russia winter officially starts on 1st December and ends on the last day of February. Although it is not uncommon in European Russia for snow to appear in October and last until April. By late December, most of the country is covered by snow.
So there you go. So you're talking about from October to April, Joby. How many months is that? 8, 9 months out the year? You ain't growing shit.
Mm-hmm.
From October, almost all year. And he's talking about if we get Russia to feed our backward black asses since we're childlike, we'll be independent. Hey, moron! You live in Africa where food can grow all year round, dummy. So you have a better chance to feed yourself without the help of the Russians. Shit, make it make sense. God damn.
I hope that is the African mindset there.
I just need the white man to help us. I've been told my whole life, this is the Russian white like Jesus. But the Russians like Jesus too. Yeah, goofy nigga, but it's snow up there. Jesus can't get rid of snow.
I watched that laughing and I said I must share this with you because I knew you're gonna also make the jokes out of it, because that is what we have, literally people reasoning, and it's the rest of the continent. Like,
yeah, that's on purpose. They haven't touched out a correctly thing. Yes. And they did that I want people to understand that they did this on purpose. I want what Joby said, they did this on purpose. This wasn't Africa 500 years ago. Africa was known as the continent of reasoning. Now the Africans are absolute morons. If they can feed the whole continent, even though they can't grow shit, but 3 months, 5 months out the year, what? What, they have a real bad winter one year, Joey, when they only got 2 months to grow shit. I mean, Africa starved.
They will starve. Our stomachs will be touching the backbones. It is crazy. But on this other hand, I've seen that there is a meeting that was supposed to be happening. There was a meeting that was supposed to be happening for the Russia-Africa Summit, and we were supposed to be having 38 countries out of 55 attending. But I've seen that 2/3 of the African leaders have refused to attend this meeting, and I'd say this is actually something positive for once to see, because we see these people every time they're called, it's yes, sir. I'm here. What do you want? Yes, sir.
Yeah, every time they call, they gotta move like a bootlicking coon. Yes, exactly. Daddy. I'm coming to listen to you talk crazy to me, because I'm a ridiculous nigga. I'm here. Only one you wouldn't see back in the day was MAGA fooly. You have them go to the Russian summit, the Chinese summit, the European summit, the American summit, and one face is always missing. With John MAGA fooly, I'm not going to none of that shit.
Because he understood better. You know, you go there after that, your countries are laughing stock, your continent, and the fact he understood that we are all one people. He understood that they're not laughing at one country; they're laughing at the rest of the African continent. How we are full, how they're able to manipulate us, control us, take advantage of our people, keep them stupid, move them. You saw with the lockdowns, man. Shout out to that guy. He did amazing by protecting his people.
Yeah, he told them no lockdown. Exactly right, Joe. And he also told you Africa's wealthy. We don't have to run behind anybody. They want what we have. They don't got shit we want or shit we need. All we have to do is learn to believe in ourselves again and develop it. And you're right. He's absolutely right. Africa don't need shit from nobody. He got, well, they can help us and we'll be independent once they help us. What?
That is our mindset right there. So you see, Ruto is so happy because he looks at us. These are things actually the despot also take advantage of, because you see the mainstream media come and, you know, they're interviewing you, they want to hear your thoughts. What is your thought as a Mwananchi about Russia? Then they hear this, they'll be like, now these are the people that are here rioting, making noise to me about revolution and change, about the cost of living. Go learn history first, then come back and riot your bullshit to me. You know, go learn something about your continent.
Exactly, because that also means Russia can set your food prices. They can, if they get mad at you, they can raise your price. Now you're dependent on somebody else. You don't depend on other people for your food. That's your job as a country, to be food secure. The idea that he said, you know, we got Russia will be food secure, and they can teach us how to do military and be independent. You know how crazy that just sounded. I'm gonna go to Joby. I ain't learn how to cook dinner. I ain't learn how to even go to the grocery store. After nap, I go to Joby and I go over her house and eat. It'll all be good. What if Joby get mad at me and say, hey, I want you out of my house? Well, I'm gonna eat out there. I make her mad. Hey, Keith, get your ass out of here. Joby, but I need you. That's why I eat. You cook. Yeah, but I ain't cooking for your ass no more. I said I was independent. We're good.
You could have listened just to the rest of the video. It was just amazing. I'll finish the rest of the video before we get into the main conference. I must finish that video because the comedy is just too much with some people. And I don't get it, and especially I think Africans just act stupid. We know how we used to survive back in the days before we had all this introduction of OCG. We knew how to survive. We were literally people in the city. I could call back phone at home and have me maize packaged in a matatu, and they'll be delivered at my doorstep. Okay, that's how we used to survive. Nobody used to buy ugali flour. Nobody used to buy maize, no beans, nothing. We had everything. Us producing everything, and we had people who are.
You mean it didn't come from Russia, Joby? It didn't come from Russia.
No. No, we were eating healthy. We were not waiting on wheat in terms of bread. Our bread used to be yams, potatoes, and apparently, which is so crazy because we don't have no senses, these things are becoming expensive because they know the real food. The real food is becoming expensive while we keep on depending on bread. Oh, Russia, Ukraine, wheat nonsense. You literally live in the real food, which they're taking advantage of and destroying right now. You waiting and depending on you should hear the next one.
You can easily find out that the African soil is better. You can easily find out that the African soil is 10 times better than the Russian soil. Because Russia is what glaciated soil, so most of the nutrients are left out of the soil because of it's always being cold in winter. So Africa being always a temperate climate, that means the nutrients are always left in the soil, Joby. You know, you don't have a glaciated soil. Your soil's not a glaciated. See, you gotta understand that too. Your soil is not a glaciated. So
It is insane.
you know, just yeah, go ahead. You got it.
But on this one, they're saying that the majority of the the majority of African nations leaders, have chosen not to attend the upcoming Russia Africa summit. With 38 out of 55 countries opting not to send their heads of state, the Moscow Times reported this information. And they're saying that the summit intended to showcase the Russia diplomatic push to increase influence on the continent. Oh, influence, you mean that you are literally, all of you are, debating on, because if you speak of influence, we have Russia, we have India, we have Europe, we have all of you in terms of influence. But they're saying that the summit intended...
I think the other European masters, though, we told them not to go. The ones that controlled by the United States and Britain. Hey, I take your ass up there. We're going to.
Yeah, they're saying that the summit intended to showcase the Russian diplomatic push to increase the influence on the continent, and is taking place amidst a significant boycott. Only 17 countries out of 55 countries.
Hold on, Joby. Let me ask you a question. If I'm poor, why do you need influence for me since I'm a poor, begging people?
You shouldn't. You should go to the richest
Exactly.
people who should yeah,
Exactly.
you shouldn't. I'm poor, But why you seeking? Exactly why you seeking influence in a poor place or around poor
Exactly.
people? Around
So you know,
sick people.
you're not poor. They kept you poor, but you're not. Like Magafuli said, you're not poor. You're wealthy. You just don't control the wealth of the continent no more. You're wealthy. It's just they want to steal it for themselves.
Exactly. They're saying that the summit intended to showcase Russia's diplomatic push to increase influence on the continent, and is taking place amidst the significant boycott. Only 17 out of 55 countries will be represented by their leaders, at least, and at the event, which was scheduled, that is tomorrow and on Friday. And they're saying that an assistant to Russia dictator Vladimir Putin stated that an additional 10 African countries will send their prime ministers, and roughly half of the summit participants will be represented by lower level delegations. Russia Foreign Minister Special Envoy responded to the boycott, saying, we listen to what they said now. We won't kick up fast because, firstly, they might have other pre-planned events requiring other participation of heads of state. So this is what they're saying. This is what I got. This is not only, we will not kick up a fuss because, firstly, they might. So meaning you are capable of creating a fuss just because African leaders are not willing to attend your summit, with the summit that does not involve our interest. That is what I got from this. We will not.
Joby, why don't any of these leaders from Europe ever come to Africa for this? This is supposed to be a Russian African summit. Why don't they ever come to Africa? Why? I want
because the
African leaders always got to go to China, got to go to Europe, got to go to Russia, got to come to America because they're not respected. That's why.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with us. The respect is not there. You see how they call us. They called you, and Uganda, Museveni is here because I see among the countries that attended, we have Egypt, Mozambique, Burundi, Zimbabwe. We also have Uganda, Eritrea, the Central African Republic, Libya, Cameroon, Senegal, South Africa, Burkina Faso, Guinea-Bissau, Mali, and Congo. Now, if I am to look at these countries, because this meeting I see it's supposed to be a speech, they say that this is a keynote speech at the summit talking about the New World Order. Oh, why is Africa supposed to be in the New World Order? Because it is part of the agenda. And if you look at the countries actually involved, one, I wonder, why is it that you can attend a summit, a country like Congo, a country like Eritrea, a country like Mali, a country like Burkina Faso, we know what is going on in these countries. There is war. People are being displaced. Okay, we have military. Kikete was talking about the Wagner groups today and all that. What is happening? These people that they claim they're here to protect Africans because of the war that has been. Which war? Who starts this one? How? Because we don't have weapons, you know. It's just crazy. But you ask yourself, these countries,
what they were doing is what they're doing, Joe. They try to remove one European power for another European power. So they try to get out the French, who's been raping Africa like shit for the last 20 years, and Russia never really got a pot, never got in on it because Russia itself was being overthrown by the same people who were invading Africa. Russia was being overthrown back in that time. The Tsar, the King of Russia, was being overthrown by the same powers that were coming in to colonize Africa. So at that time, Russia couldn't get a piece of its pie because they were being taken over by the same people. So they were getting colonized by the same people that they called communism. You know, even I told you communism was started in New York, just like the BRICS. You know, all these fake isms, all started by the cats with the small hat, always either in New York or London, named Rockefeller Rothschild. So, so Russia couldn't get in on the booty of stealing most of Africa because it was getting stolen. So they were under attack by the cats with the small hats, you know, destroying their ass at that time. So now they finally, you know, got their shit together and they say, hey, we want a piece of this African pie too. Shit, hell's going on? We want some of that. We want some of this booty. Shit, hell going on? So that's what you got. So that's what you have happening. You know, we want to get on some of this booty.
I must finish this video, man. I just wanted to hear this. I must finish this video.
Go ahead.
If Russia manages to bring grain to If Russia manages to bring grain to Africa, this will be very important. Since Ukraine is not in a position to do so, Russia is a big country, they have and can produce more grain than any other country in the world. People will not die of hunger.
I want to take this opportunity to appreciate the Russian president for his diplomatic decision to send enough grain and food to Africa. Personally, I have been using Russian fertilizers since last year.
African people, imagine before you deal with Russia, you know you had your own fertilizers and how to grow food in Africa before the white man got there. So go ahead.
I won't finish that. I just wanted to give that point of the other guy who said that Russia will produce food, you know, than any other countries in the world. You know, that is anyway. That is just serious jokes we have as African people. We need to do research of our history, of our agriculture. Okay, some things before even you go out speaking on an open mic, especially on this mainstream media. Try do some research on what they're asking you. They don't know how
brilliant the African was, Joby. As far as agriculture, Africans were brilliant. Actually, taught the world how to actually agriculture. And now you say you can't do it because I don't know how to do anything anymore. I need white people to come show me how to do fertilizers, even though they have snow all the time, and I sit in a country without no snow and has best land and best weather. I don't know why I can't do shit.
These are born city children, and that is a problem. You know, if you're born in the city, you grow up the life of the city. You know, eating burgers, KFC. You don't know nothing about a djembe. You don't know nothing about to do with clay soil. You don't even know the difference between clay soil and sand soil. You just know it's soil, you know, because you're not even educated, none of that. And the wacky education we're being given of stupid science is just crazy. But let me go to the
Exactly right, Jibba Jabba. 2,000-year-old granary in Zimbabwe alone. Exactly. Africans been killing grain for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000 years before the white man got out the cave. He thought, oh, it's a good thing. Russia's now feeding our backward African butts. We don't know what we're going to do without them. They can feed us and then we'll be independent. What? This is absolutely crazy. Go ahead.
It is crazy. Jiba Jaba is saying that this is madness. Of course, it is. Jason is saying that I used to eat. I think I read that. You're also saying that I don't eat dairy products. That is Jiba Jaba. You're also saying that yep, Central Africa could do 4 crops a year, easy with the warm weather. And you're saying that
Easy.
Russia woman told me, yeah.
All of them could. Kenya, all Southern African countries could grow as much food. There should be nobody ever starving. And Africa is known as the breadbasket of the. Let me tell you a dirty little secret. These Europeans have farms in Africa that the Africans are not allowed to go near parts of Africa. That they ship that food back to Europe because Africa can grow food all year long. Stolen land that the Africans are not allowed to go nowhere near. Don't even know there's farms over there that they shipping food back to Europe. They got no idea. There's big swaths of land throughout Africa that the Europeans have stolen and shipped food back to Europe because Europe has glaciated soil. So I mean, Africa not only has the best soil, things that need to be taught in school and not fucking reading Bible verses every damn day. Tangible stuff that you need to know.
The knowledge of book. It's funny how they twisted the book, the Bible, and called it the knowledge, the book of knowledge. That is how they call it, the book of knowledge.
Should be called the book of knowledge. Should be called the book of brain dead niggas.
That is what it is. But yeah, I see Juma saying that a Russian woman told me they didn't have bananas in Russia until they ate them.
No, because they can't grow shit on their gland. She's right. Because they had to ship that. Most shit they can't grow in Russia, like I told you, because of the harsh conditions in Russia. They can't grow many fruits in no fucking Russia. Some vegetables, yes. But fruits, no, because of the harsh climate there. It snows most of the year. So what kind of pineapples and strawberries and shit are coming out of Russia? Talking about when everything grows in Africa. Everything, as far as the overall spectrum of food, the sort of what's the abundance and the variety. The variety of food, everything can be grown in Africa. The variety. You can make it. I can't get no mango in no damn Russia. Eating that glaciated shit because the soil's all fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And I see Jabba is saying that those 38 nations that boycotted are stuck in the EU and USA. That is also
exactly. They told you better not take your black ass up there. You know what? You know what? You better not.
I see. So that is the more Karibu Sana is saying as exactly 100%. Joby is saying that they are just pushing their agendas, and Jibajiba is saying that 2,000 years all grain as in Zimbabwe, and just saying that the US had topsoil 8 foot deep. A white man removed it all and created a 1930s dust bowl. And that is what they want to do right here in Africa, destroying the agriculture and everything. But before we get into our main agenda and everything, I have a few more stories like this one where we had this young man who was stabbed by a white man, and the media, it's funny how the white people just walk away with everything. And am I surprised? No. It's just recently you were asking me, Keith, if we're gonna see this again and again of black people being stabbed, no actions, and we said yes, we're gonna see it again. Is Benjamin Crump taking any legal actions against this kind of matters? No. And that is what happens to the rest of us, the black people all over the globe. We've seen our export leaders.
White supremacy is global, Joby. White supremacy is global, Joby.
It's crazy. But I see here, there's this a black man who was killed in a racially motivated stabbing outside a liquor store in Kankakee City. And this is according to the Kankakee City Star. And the white suspect was handed charges, but for not disturbing the peace. They're saying for not disturbing the peace and not for taking someone's life. And they're also saying that Yeah, Miss John Mike got into an alternation with Sean talking outside the liquor land and located around the eastern border of the Kansas City, and that the authorities said that Tonkin used the N word in a hateful.
Outside of where, Joby? You say Kansas City? Where was it at?
Yeah, Kansas City. Yeah.
Yeah, Kansas City. Okay. Same place.
Yeah.
Same place where that boy knocked on the door and almost got his head blown off. Kansas City.
Man.
That little boy knocked on the door, almost got his head blown off.
I mean, isn't there? There's a question. Isn't there a community like where black people just live alone, like without having to mix themselves with?
No, you still got to come outside that community, and white people control it. They made sure, like we was reading about Wilmington, North Carolina, they control all the communities now. You might live in a community that they controlled. The thing about white supremacy, they need to control the resources, like in Africa, the resources and political power in your area. That's white supremacy. In Africa, they control the political power and the resources. In America, no matter where we live, they have the political power and control the resources of said neighborhood. So they can bring in their police, which are white most likely, because even though the police are black in Africa, white people pay them and control them. So it's the same thing. White supremacy has made sure it controls your political power attached to your resources, Joby. So that means you're always going to be violated against. You're not going to get any justice. You're going to have more of you in prison. You're going to have more of you being murdered, more of you getting shot. There's no justice as an African. So Africans come together on a global level. I'm talking about, it's good for Putin to come in and free us and teach us about freedom. So the African grows up globally. Hey, our main problem on this planet is white supremacy, power, not about money. Some black people got money, so what? They still get locked up. They still get shot in the head. They got no power. Our main problem on the planet is that black people globally have no power. Our number one issue should be, how do we get power? How do we unite to get power? And then we can inflict our will on other people. And as black people, we are just and loving. So we will bring justice back to the planet. But we can only do that with power. Can't do it by crying. Can't do it by praying to Jesus and Allah and singing goofy songs. We must acquire power. So that's why at the end of the day, it's about dividing, conquering Africans. Make sure I keep them separated so they can acquire power.
Because unity creates power. If we unite, we're gonna be able to create power. And like you say, that is the only easiest way they've been able to ensure black people do not unite. We have some black Americans.
That's my number two to make sure black people on the continent. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, we have some black Americans who think Africans are stupid. They think we're backwards. And the moment you have that type of we have us who think we don't need to unite with you guys because our history is not part of and that needs to be broken.
You got the black people on the continent are too loud. Off the continent they're too loud. They're too aggressive. They're not as docile as us on the continent. They're more savage, exactly. But that mindset's been put in by the Europeans, cultivated by the bootleg. So whenever you get somebody speaking against African people, you know it's mostly Asian. Talking bad. If I'm an African American, I hear somebody talking bad against African people. What is the benefit of me talking bad against our family from over the continent? How does it benefit me? Well, it doesn't. This is a cause division. So this is an agenda. So if I hear somebody on the continent, African Americans coming over here, they're loud, they're aggressive, and they're just not like us. This is an agenda of divide and conquer. Because you know what white people don't do? When white people flee from England to Australia, this white person from Australia, what stuff I have to do with them, or they go to South Africa to be white people there. They instantly unite. Instantly. You do any move to white people anywhere on the globe, Joby, they're coming. Every white people are coming after you. Okay.
Sure.
Let's use Zimbabwe as a cornerstone when the white people ruled Zimbabwe 30 years ago. These African children are the African children. African children. What you about to read there, Joby? What's that right there? Let's get out of there. What is that?
You can pull it up. I'm trying to pull up an article. No,
All
this
right,
one.
hold it. Open up another.
This is what I was reading. This one is what I was reading about that young man.
Okay,
It's what
hold
I
on.
was reading about that young man. And of course, you know, the same story like what you're trying to explain right here. Justice is not gonna be
I want you to
found.
open another article. Talking about. I want you to go to Google. I want you to go to Google, open up another article, say the children of Zimbabwe fight. Say the children of Zimbabwe go to war against the white rule in Rhodesia, which we know is now Zimbabwe. Say the black children go to war against the white rule in Rhodesia. So we know Zimbabwe's name used to be Rhodesia, before it changed back to its original African name of Zimbabwe. So you had these children who were ready to go to war against the Mecca. This is what they're scared about happening in Kenya all over the world. And these youth are going to raise up because it was the youth that overturned Zimbabwe, Rhodesia. Okay? So, you had the youth said enough is enough. Our parents are scared and weak and fucked up. Fuck up. So what? They're weak. I'm not. So the youth of Zimbabwe didn't want to have their children. Shout out to Ruby's Eye, her mama. You guys remember Ruby's Eye's mother was one of those teenagers. And sad enough, she got injured during this war. She's one of those kids that went against their parents and either we be free or we die. Either we're going to be free or we're going to die. That's it. Either we be free or we die. That's it. We got no other choice. This right rule is oppressive. They've stolen all the land. At that time, only in Zimbabwe, nobody black could go to certain places in the country. You weren't allowed to get a certain job. You couldn't get educated past a higher level. You must be somebody's gardener, a bootlick, a maid, a damn somebody to wash clothes or some other goofy shit. And these children said enough is enough. And so they went to war. But when these are kids, when they went to war, you think the rest of the white world supported these kids, Toby? That these kids are right, it's their country, they should be able to get jobs. No, the white world said you niggas bet not. Go against these other white people in Zimbabwe, you bet not. From England to America to Australia and New Zealand, they got on cold. They say, oh, those are Zimbabwean white people. We ain't got nothing to do with them. They said, you niggas bet not try to overturn their rule. You better let them rule, you goofy niggas. That's what you better do. And so money poured into Zimbabwe, helped Zimbabwe fight these youth. But the youth won. And the youth, I love, go ahead, Joby.
So let me read this. I found it. The article says it's described as out to kill a country. It says that nearly 40 years ago, Ian Smith, the Prime Minister of the Rhodesia, became the first and the only white colonial ruler to break away from the British Crown, and he had tired of London's nagging about the subjunctions of Rhodesia's blacks. And in 1965, Smith declared independence. The mantle of the pioneers has fallen on our shoulders.
You got tired of supposedly Britain was supposed to be, which is a lie, getting mad about the subjugation, treating black people like shit, and ruling them and keeping them as second-class citizens and having apartheid, and black people couldn't get jobs and they had to clean the streets, clean up shit, stuff like that, Joby.
Yeah, so they're saying that the mantle of the pioneers has fallen on our shoulders, he said, calling on white Rhodesians to maintain standards in a primitive country. Smith saw himself as an apostle.
A primitive country, Joby. Then why are you there? Why don't you go back to Europe that they stole 100 some years ago? a primitive country. Why are you there?
Why
Why are you in Africa? Why are you there? Go ahead.
Yeah, they said Smith saw himself
Nobody.
as an apostle of Cecil John Rhodes, the British magnate of who gave Rhodesia its name and who in the late 19th
Cecil Rhodes.
century duped black tribal leaders into signing over the fertile
Yeah,
land. of
tribal
white
leaders. So he duped them by saying because they couldn't read or write, they were ignorant. Hey, you goofy niggas, sign this shit. Now I'm gonna own all your land. Okay, white man, and we're gonna give you fake Jesus, even though I don't believe in Jesus. I'm like the mama tell like somebody like the Moray, Jesus loves you, nigga, and I don't believe. You know, Cecil Rhodes never believed in Jesus, but he told these goofy niggas he did. stole all the land, and remember, Cecil Rhodes was the agent of who? The Rothschild. Hey, we're gonna steal this whole country from these backward ass goofy niggas. They're gonna give them religion, and then when they start acting up, we're gonna shoot them in the head. Go ahead, Joey.
Yeah. He continued and said that although Rhodesia in 1965 was home to just over 200,000, majority rule would occur and never in 1,000 years. Smith was, of course, wrong. In 1980, after a civil war that cost 30,000 lives, the black majority took charge of the country.
Yeah, what he said? He said, which was you niggas will never get control of this country in 1,000 years. Us white minority are gonna rule you niggas. You see that? Hopefully, we're gonna rule you niggas for the next 1,000 years. Now you better get that through your head. But these kids said the hell with that.
Yeah, so the saying that Smith was of course wrong. In 1980, after a civil war that cost 30,000 lives, the black majority took charge of the country, which was renamed Zimbabwe. Robert Mugabe, the nationalist leader, whom Smith had branded as a Marxist terrorist and jailed for more than a decade, a man who had once urged his followers to stop wearing shoes and socks to show that they were willing to reject the trapping of the European civilization, became president. Zimbabwe, one of the Southern Africa's most prosperous country.
Most prosperous country. It was very developed. More developed with Kenya is. They were very developed. Okay, not so much now because the white people put sanctions on them ever since they got it back. But check this out, Joe. So, Africans win the war, but you being humane and loving, you're an African. You didn't kick out all the white people. You won the war, and the white people still got to keep their land, Joby, that they stole from. You had to go to war, and you won the war. And you not being an African like you're supposed to be, you let the white people keep that land, Joby. You didn't get the land back until, what was that, 20 years after? They didn't start getting the land back until 2000 something. When Mugabe said, we got to start getting the land back to African people who fought that war 20 years ago. And a white man around the world said, you niggas better not. That's why Zimbabwe is still under sanctions today, Joby. Because the war they fought 40 years ago took them 20 years to finally say, hey, we won the war. When you win a war, Joby, it's supposed to be your power inflicted on other people, not the other way around. You won a war. How the hell you win a war and white people still got the land?
It's crazy. And of course, this happens to we see even up to date still people demanding their lands back, you know.
In Kenya, you won the war in Kenya, Joby. And the white people still allowed to keep what? The land.
Exactly. That is what I'm trying to say. And you see, even up to date, people they're being told instead of the land, you need to get take $20. That's enough. Take some cows. That is okay.
Joby, that land in Kenya is worth billions of dollars a year. Billions. You need to take some cows and $20. Well, I'm making billions of dollars from coffee and tea alone And that's
And these
yearly.
Africans need to understand the value of this fake money because it is all
Yeah.
fake money out of. We are being
Exactly.
told to give up
Out
the
of nothing.
real shit for fake
Yeah.
money. You know, get back
Yeah.
the land. That is wealth you'll never
Why?
let go. That is money
So
that is
ask
never.
yourself this question: Why wouldn't the Wagner group, the Russians, they coming down and to help Mali? Why aren't they asking for the fake money, Joby? Why they say we're gonna pay us in these gold mines? Why they not telling Mali pay us with this fake money?
Land. What is
Yeah.
the land and the land itself, you know. The
Yeah.
land is- It is crazy. It is crazy. But I see Lando is saying, Jiba Jaba is saying that the US had topsoil 8 foot deep. I think I read that. Lando is saying, Karibu Sana. He's saying that the African continent is centered on the globe because all the continents sprouted out of the
Africa.
African continent, and Africa continent is the
True.
planet center. But it's funny how I was trying to look at a certain article today. Karibu Sana, I'm Somali. Thank you so much for tuning in and following the host. I was reading today on a certain article. That's why I asked you, is Asia rich? Because the article says that Asia is richer than the African continent. And I'm like,
Not.
really?
No, it's not. It's a lie. No,
it's
there's no place on the planet richer than Africa. Why, if that's the case, why are the Asians over in Africa then? Is Asia so rich?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to ask. Like,
why they ain't in Asia? Why all these Asians flooding to Africa since Asia's so rich? It's a lie.
and if it is rich, we should be having the Chinese, the Russians rushing over there, not coming
Yeah,
right
why?
here.
Exactly. Exactly. Why they not over there? Why they not in Asia? We don't need to go no Africa. Why would we go? We don't like dirty niggas anyway. So why the hell would we be in Africa?
Exactly.
It's a lie.
Should be answering our question. But you're also saying that that is Jiba Jaba, right, Keith? We live in an occupied state. And you're also saying, Lando, that African globally will be harmed because they refuse to acknowledge logical their disposition on the planet, and victimization will be the norm. This is war. I agree with you too. You know, I do agree with you too. We refuse to acknowledge the logical depositions on the planet. That is true. That is true. Ignorance. I'd say ignorance, man. Say Africa. What I just shared here on the screen is ignorance. Okay, that is pure ignorance.
Yeah, but I gotta be a little bit. Is it the Africans' fault though?
No,
Is
it
it-
is not. But
Okay.
something, manze, kid, no. Something, no. Something, like, man, something's no. Even you had that Kenyan guy say yesterday, that you shout out to Ronnie. And
He
big
was
up
very
everybody.
intelligent.
Yeah, big up.
You guys are the rarity. You guys are not the norm. That moron on the street is the norm. You guys are the rarity.
Big up to Tony Cozy. I see you in the building. Karibu Sana. You know, we had him say that, you know, people got to wake up and see things from a reality and a naked point. You know, you can't keep on being ignorant, saying the government, the colonies. Okay, fine. The damage is done. What do you do as an individual to undo the damage? Try dig
True.
some truth behind it. But, you know, again, like I said, this is what the despot leaders take advantage of. They look at us, you know, Ruto must go. Ruto must go. The next minute, you know, Russia has done this. The same people you're saying Ruto must go, they're signing deals with Russia. Ruto must go. You're like, come on. You're supporting Russia and you're saying Ruto must go. You think
Because-
fast. Who's allowing this food to come
Because
in the
they haven't taught the sophistication, Joe. They haven't taught the sophistication of having a critical mind and knowing how to critically think. Africans have been given a mind of linear thinking. They can't think critically because they haven't been taught how to think critically. They've been given linear thought from them stupid. Go ahead, Joey.
I want to hear what Kadi has to say. Kadi Janiko, karibu sana. Ebu niambie, what do you think about this situation? What do you think African people need to do? You know, what do you think?
Somebody join you on TikTok?
We have a lot of people on TikTok. I've been getting comments and just right here, just seeing them. You know, up on TikTok.
But tell them to join. Are they joining? Tell them to join the the thing.
They're just commenting as they pass by.
Okay.
They just
All right.
as they comment.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's why I like
Kadi
TikTok.
Kadi Janika is saying dope show. Thank you so much. And of course, keep on enjoying and let us know what you feel about this situation. But yes, we can say generally in Africa, this is the same thing that they have done. They've taken multiple of lands. We know that the continent, literally, without these countries now that we have, we were a whole continent that was divided and named Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and all this. But you can say that through slavery, we were all fighting, as they were taking majority of our people from here and making them go to Europe to build America and all this. You can say that
America,
people did fight.
Island,
Yeah.
South America.
People were fighting back for their land. So enough, Manze, because people like me, I grew up asking myself, how is it that we have a cracker in the village? Like, what is this cracker doing here?
And Joey was never taught. Joey was never taught exactly why are they here.
But I used to question. I used to like, I'm in the village. What is this person doing here? And they have a big land. Like, Wazungus do not live in the village. Wazungus live high-end life,
Of course.
So I came monitored.
That's the land they stole, Joey, when they came to help you. That's it. In your books, they came to help you. Well, they came to help you out of your big land. That's the land.
I monitored because after now, my mom was married the second time.
Yeah.
The sister to my stepdad was... I think she was working for one of these crackers in one of these big estates we have right here in the 254. So we used to go there every Sunday to just go chill because of the place. It was cool. We used to have these swinging, these playing stations that we just have in cool places and dull places. We used to have just a lot of bunch of shit to play with as children. So I used to go there and I'm like, first, I remembered back in the village, this cracker had a very big land one. And it was all surrounded by nature, okay? I mean, yes, the village, there's a lot of nature, but I'm like, okay, but I still wonder why you're in the village. Then I come back now to Nairobi, I see the same situation. Not only are they living in a high end, it's all nature. So I'm like, I noted these people like where there's nature.
Joby, I didn't come to still Africa to live fucked up.
Exactly. Then now come in Karen, I was staying in Karen, you remember, a lot of crackers there, and there's nothing but nature. It's just crazy. So it just makes sense right now. It all adds up. These people literally refuse to give back the lands they stole. They refuse.
Yeah, they refuse. I stole it fair and square. I'm not here to give you back no land. That's why Mugabe, when he finally said, even though he became a despot, in the beginning he was actually trying to do the right thing. He told him, "Hell, we'll pay." And I did. This African humanity is too much. He said, "We'll even pay back for the land that you stole from us." And white people said, "No, we're not getting it back. We don't want you to. Nothing you can give us. Nothing you can pay us. This land is the cost is too high. No, we're not giving nothing back." So 20 years of this went on. Mugabe said, "We're going to pay you for the land that you stole from us. You know you stole it. We know you stole it. But we're willing to pay you for it." White people said no. And the rest of the world said, "You niggas better not move." And finally Mugabe said, "You know what? Start taking back the goddamn land that they stole." So 20 years, Africa waited 20 years and finally starts getting the land back. And the whole white world went crazy. How dare you dirty niggas take land back? You don't know it. So you Africans don't even know how to farm. You don't know how to do nothing. You're stupid. You don't. Yeah, this one. Go back. Pull up this, Joby. Say the outrage, the European outrage, as President Mugabe gives back land.
I think this was in 2020. 2021. What did this happen in 2021? I think I remember. It's
like 2003, 2004. It's like 20 years ago. And they're like, they'll just say European outrage as Mugabe gives land back to Africa. So they went crazy. How you? That's why there's sanctions on Zimbabwe now, Joe. White people put sanctions on them for getting the land back. It's like I come to you, Joby. I steal shit in your house. And all the other black people,
That is
I
that
steal
is
your
what the
shit.
rest of this despot leader should do. That is what this rest of
Yeah.
this despot leader should
Duh.
do.
Duh.
Go to every county, give
What did you
people back
remember
their
what Temple?
land.
What did Temple
Enough
tell
of
you?
compensation.
What did Temple tell you? What did Temple tell you before he left? You know you got mad. What did Temple tell you? They did the same. Remember they stole all South African people's land too. What did Temple say? Temple said, man, we're scared of those sanctions. We don't want to end up like Zimbabwe. Remember him saying that? We're scared of them sanctions. We don't want to end up like Zimbabwe. We don't want to end up like Zimbabwe. We're scared of those sanctions. That's what Temple told you. We like to get our land back,
People
but
need to
we're
get
scared
back
of the
their land. People need to get back their land. Enough of even if our part of these freedom fighters, and if we were educated well enough, if let's say the children of the freedom fighters were educated well enough, I hope they have, and generations. Nobody should be talking about compensation right now. We should be fighting back for these lands, because this money, we speak about money.
That what you got. That what you got. That what you got. But that's what you exactly. That's what you got. Jules Malin and other people they saying, no land without compensation. We're not paying you for the land that you stole from us. Why the hell are we supposed to compensate you? But Mugabe was willing to compensate us, Joby. Mugabe said, listen, we'll give you some money.
I don't need your money. I need my land back. Okay, there's no amount of money that can add up to the land, and me planting my own shit, knowing I don't need to rely on anything from you. I just need my natural seeds and everything. I don't need your genetic. I'm good. Okay, I have rocks, I have trees, I can plant trees, build
I'm not trying to get the land. See, but you know that, Joby, that the land made them wealthy, not the fake money. That's why they want to get rid of the land. But they told Mugabe, kick rock. We don't want the money. We want the land, because they can also pass that down to their children and their children's children. It keeps them wealthy, Joby, into perpetuity. Exactly. They know what real wealth is. Not that fake ass paper they print from nothing. And look, and watch, this gonna be a propaganda thing that you pull up right here. Look, Robert Mugabe racially does something. I can't. Disgrace on white.
Yeah.
So they're gonna say he's bad for
Robert Mugabe.
Go ahead. What did it say?
Yeah, they're saying that Robert Mugabe racially decree on whites and land brings backlash. And the article says that
I told you. Wait, pause. Let me say something. Brings a white backlash. See, racial decree. It wasn't a racial decree. We know white people were the ones that stole it. They happen to be white. That land belonged to African people that they stole it from, Joby. So these y'all white people stick together. How this propaganda first read? His racial decree of him giving land. His land given back to the proper owner is a racial decree that's wrong. And it does what? Backlash. It didn't do backlash of white people in Zimbabwe. Backlash of white people globally, Joby. They don't play tribal games. It's about their power and dominance over black people on a global scale. Go ahead.
So yeah, they're saying that President Mugabe, Robert Mugabe's statement earlier this month, that was in 2014, July 11th, that whites will no longer be allowed to own land in Zimbabwe, and that any white farmers still left be kicked out, raised eyebrows at home and abroad. Now, those comments by long-ruling autocrats are bringing a backlash in Zimbabwe, and Bilaguad Trade and Tourism Ministries. One Harare business newspaper calls them not just racist but also unconstitutional, retrogressive.
Joby, it's racist it's racist that I'm giving back the land that you stole. Now we know they stole it. It's racist, Joby. It's racist, Joby. It's racist, Joby. It's racist, Joby.
What is racist when you come to my land, trying to claim my land and telling me
ain't that funny? Yeah, ain't that funny? Okay. They come to Africa, steal your land, and get wealthy from it for hundreds of years. Then you say, listen here, we want a war against you people. We want a war. So it means that land, we ain't got to act. That's power. We can ask no permission. We won the war. I tried to pay you for the land that you stolen from my people. You said no. So now I'm saying I'm going to take the land and give back to its rightful owners. And you're saying, how dare you dirty niggas do that? It's racism.
It is it is racism. That is just so crazy. They say that like it's not just racist but also unconstitutional. How do you say it is unconstitutional? Unconstitutional of what?
Exactly, because they made a new constitution after they won the war. So that's a lie, Joby. It ain't unconstitutional to the Zimbabwean constitution that the black people created when they won the war.
I can't wait. I think I'm gonna work on my TikTok right now. I can't wait. I know how to work on those numbers if I put them serious. I wanna get to 1,000 followers, then start going live. I'm gonna attack these people because with the smallest number I have, I see them how they come racist on my page. I can't wait to reach.
You just use the Black Out Fire thing. You got use the company website. Use that one. Use the one you already got.
I know, but the way I began this TikTok and the way I began my this one is different. This one mine is gaining numbers very quickly too. It's just that I've not been uploading anything. So I know with the content that I started with, that is gonna draw the numbers, and I can't wait. Because I see with the little videos I put there, like, nah, how sure are you? You're racist. This sounds racist.
The Europeans are coming after you. That's right. Just like Anita Ivy. That's supposed to. You're supposed to give them that work, Joby. Make them feel it.
I wanna do that. I'm gonna be hurting their feelings, you know. Because you can't come to my country and tell me I'm racist, I'm unconstitutional, I'm retrogressive, and detrimental because of me demanding my land. Now, this is what we need these other stupid ass despot leaders doing. You need to stand up with your feet and say the same thing. All white people, including farmers, be kicked out. We need our people not seeing them in the streets, not people sleeping in the streets, but having homes, okay? We're gonna build homes for these people through these lands, okay? And not just homes because you see our government.
Racist. How dare you, Joby? You're racist for stealing your land back from me that I stole.
Oh yeah. I wanna be racist. I'll continue being racist. But they're saying that as the monitor reported on 3rd July, Mr. Mugabe visited all small farming community 120 miles from the capital Harare, and that was handing out land permits. He then said that the few whites that survived his policy a decade ago were gangs and veteran soldiers kicked out. Some of 4,000 white farmers would also be kicked out. And on the same day, Mugabe, whose initiatives over the years had aimed at redressing British colonial injustice, also said that the whites in Zimbabwe may own companies, apartments in urban areas, but not actual lands. That is dope, okay? Even the companies, they should not even have companies. One, they should not even have apartments. Two, okay? These people should be literally. They should be good. You see the way they have us monitored every day and night, how Africans are moving left, right, and center. You should have these people plugged with cameras every time they are even shitting. You need to see what you're shitting, okay? You don't know if you're producing bombs or what you're producing. You can't have us. You can't be literally dominating Africa for over how many years? Then we try to take what is rightfully ours. You're telling me it's unconstitutional. I didn't know about this. I didn't know about this, and now you
that's why you learning so much, Toby. Why you know so much.
Let me tell you,
it's unconstitutional, Joey, for you to get your land back. What constitution is this?
What is unconstitutional?
Who's black, Joey, will write a constitution where they get power to say that they can't have their own land back that was stolen?
One, let's start by what is unconstitutional right here. You came from caves and we helped you with knowledge and you conquered us. Fine. What is unconstitutional is you selected coons and you left them. You left laws You left unjust literally in the continent and laws that work in your favor. You left dictatorship in this. That is unconstitutional. You are literally destroying human rights, bringing your own favored human rights that we should fight for and stand for. Well, you can stand for on what is rightfully ours. That is not unconstitutional. You talking about constitution of LGBTQ? Me putting my butters on someone's. What are you talking about, man? These people. What?
Yeah, human rights. Human rights is the LGBTQ, Joby. Not you get your land back.
What is unconstitutional is you putting children on a plane in Chad and acting like you're dumb, you don't know what is happening. What is unconstitutional is you putting Ugandans with one dictator who's always speaking bullshit speeches in every summit he goes and making comedy. That is what is unconstitutional. Another unconstitutional, we have our African people being displaced left, right, and center. Are you talking about that being unconstitutional? And our children being exploited, mining gold for you and cobalt making now.
How about that?
Just made a flying car. Elon Musk, my bullshit, my foot, my feces. What are you talking about?
How was that? How is that constitution? You got children in lithium mines getting back, getting broken, dying in there. Constitution.
Fed up with white people. I'm fed. Oh my God.
Unconstitutional, Joey. You get your land back. No, I also remember, Joey. He tried to pay them for the land that they stole. They said no, we don't want the money. We want the land. We don't want this money. He said, well, I got to get the land back to its rightful owners. You stole this land, African people. You stole it. This is a fact. It's not like I'm making it. It's not like we're making this up. You came and stole the land. You never paid anybody. You stole it.
I should not become a leader of making a change in Africa because I'm gonna be brutal. I'm gonna be so brutal. Trust me. I'm talking this with a lot of passion, okay? Because I know me. Okay? I'm gonna do with a lot of brutality. It's war. Okay, and I'm even on African to African. I'll tell you this: you say no, you gone. We're not debating. Okay, we're talking about change, not hi. These are your missionaries. They came. No, enough of filters, enough of pimping, enough of simping. It's time for facts. It's time for facts as African people. Man, I'm fed up. I'm fed up with everything I keep on learning every day. Oh my God. You have no idea. I can't describe it. I can't explain it. But anyway.
They know nothing about this. They kept the land ass. You got, much as they say they hate, it is a backward country. You got white people still living. Because a lot of black people didn't know that Zimbabwe still got white people living there because they're asking room reside. We say, yes, we got, and the white MPs. Somebody said, no, Rumi, you guys got white senators and white MPs? Like, yeah, we got a whole bunch of white people still never left the country. And they're like, what? Yeah, damn. Because nobody wanted to be honest, and white people had planned to overthrow Zimbabwe back to white rule. That's why they never left.
Let me tell you, I think this day I've come again. I just don't see any other way you can torture and traumatize a white person if they don't have a gun. They're scared of us black people, right? They're scared. Sure. I'd love to torture them because these people are totally full of disease.
We like to torture them with love. We like to torture them with love on YouTube. We torture them with love and kindness. Exactly, like Jim Joe. We all are tired of them. That's right. But we like to torture them with love and kindness. We torture people with love and kindness and hold them and say we love you with love and kindness. Have everything taken.
Anyway, yeah, we'll shower them with love and kindness. It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be the greatest love you'll ever experience.
Right.
The greatest.
And we're gonna give out nothing but bubble gum for everybody.
A bunch of it. A bunch of
right.
it. A bunch of it, man.
A bunch. That's right.
If I have just to get my chest out and let you know how I feel about these people, I say, man, I see my kid with any of these people, I'm disowning you, okay? Bye, baby. I never gave birth to you, okay? My genes do not allow me.
We're giving it, right? We see you with you giving the children a bunch of bubble gum. Bubble gum for everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Bye, baby. Go come back in the next life, you know. See you in the next life, you know. Because I can't have another grandmother telling me, you know.
Don't be sound like mom. Don't be sound like my mother when my brother got married to that white woman. His first wife, he divorced and now he's with another black woman now. But he said, Keith, I said, what happened? Your brother had the nerve to show up at my house with a whole white woman. I said, a whole white woman? Not a whole white woman. Not a mulatto, not a half a white woman. He had the nerve to show up here with a whole white woman. I said, what'd you do, Mom? I told him he better get his ass out of here, that she can't come up in here. I said, Mom, that's his wife. I don't give a damn. You don't spring no whole white woman on me.
Period. Yes. You know, go. You know, I'm sorry to get your feelings hurt, but sometimes you gotta let go, you know. At that point,
that white woman was never allowed to come in the house. That shit was hilarious. You know what your brother did? What did he do, Mom? What did he do? He tried to spring a whole white woman on me. Not a whole white woman. A whole white woman. Not a half a white woman.
Oh, man. I can't fathom my mind with this. I cannot. You know?
How do you, as black men, you've been the most disloyal, but like women have now caught up. How do you lay with people that's abused, oppressed, killed, murdered, raped, enslaved your people, and not there for the benefit of you becoming free? You see that with Mugabe. They made him a villain. You know, he became a villain because he was old. He started becoming a despot. In the beginning, he wasn't. He tried to. He became a despot. I guess he figured it was more money in being a despot at the end. But he tried to pay them for the land that they stole. Can you imagine that? White people never paid black people for nothing. No reparations, no nothing for shit they stole from us. We can't even get the artifacts back from Europe. We can't even get people's hair, a motherfucker's hand, a baby. You can't get nothing. They won't pay you. They're making millions of dollars of black artifacts in Europe, Germany, England, Spain, France, the Netherlands. You can't even get none of that stuff back that they stole. But you say, hey, you stole our land, and we don't want to, it is our black people, we don't want to hate you. We just went to war against you. You killed a bunch of us. Right? Killed a bunch of us. But we don't want to hate you. That's not black people's way. We don't want to hate you, so we're going to pay you for the land that you stole. White people say, nah, we don't want the money. You ain't paying us nothing. We're going to keep this land that we stole. We don't want to get nothing. And then Joby seen when he finally started getting the land, he had a white backlash globally. And they say, that was the white Kikuyu tribe. That was the white people from the Lu white people. Globally, white people say, you dirty niggas. How dare you take that land from white people? Take it. It's our land you stole. That's right, we stole it. When we steal shit, we're supposed to keep it. Fair and square. When we steal shit from you goofy niggas, it's supposed to stay in our hand, and we get wealthy from it while you stay impoverished. You understand? That's the deal. We say, well, I don't like that deal. We're going to have to change the deal. Well, we're going to have to destroy you trying to change the deal. So understand, African people, we've been too loving, too caring, and even though South Africa hasn't pulled the trigger, because they're scared of those sanctions. Remember, the best educated country in Africa back then was Zimbabwe. Their educational system was top notch. What's this up? Let me see what year. Let's say when was Zimbabwe considered to have the best educational system on the continent? Not no more. They destroyed it through the sanction appeals, but back in the day, Zimbabwe, buddy, was very, very modern country, like a South Africa, because white people stayed there. Had some of the best educational systems especially on the continent, without a doubt. Zimbabwe was known for that. People travel around the world to go to Zimbabwe to go to school. Highly educated place. I mean, not so much today, but back then, yes. So
you're asking when it was the best, when it was considered the best.
Yeah, when was Zimbabwe considered the best? Let's say higher learning country in Africa, or the best college education in Africa. I'm trying to word it right. I know I'm probably wording it wrong.
This one. Yeah, I see. They're saying Zimbabwe's education was once the envy of Africa, but not anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're saying
that's exactly. Of course, not anymore. They got sanctions for giving that land back, and they started destroying them. They started impoverishing them. But Zimbabwe was considered the best, even better than South Africa. The best education. You go to Zimbabwe, you get a top. Now you need to go to Europe. You go to Zimbabwe, get your top-notch education, everything. It actually even being a farmer. How about that? Science, technology, best educational systems were in, like Toby said, not no more. Not for a long time, no more. Not no more.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore, because they destroy you. That's what Temple was talking about. You guys remember Temple said, we're scared of those sanctions, what they did in Zimbabwe. As a country, they destroyed Zimbabwe. Remember, because white people, Joby, globally, the backlash said, how dare you niggas? Oh my, you niggas know, you don't mess with white people. We rule shit. We told you we wouldn't give them no land. And that's why Kenya never pulled that trigger either with well, you never had nobody like a Mugabe, that sorry as Jomo Kenyatta. But Kenya never pulled that trigger either, because those sanctions come. Those sanctions do come, but you as an African person, if you empowered your people, you could survive the sanctions. You got to that's why you're not supposed to rely on any, you make the country self-sufficient. You don't say, oh, I need Russia, I need this. No, everything you need is in Africa. You make your country self-sufficient to African people, and you can survive any sanctions. Why do you think the sanctions never worked against Gaddafi? Sanctions never worked against Gaddafi? What is up to what we got here, Joby? Say, and now Libya's poor and fucked up. When Gaddafi ruled it, I want you to know this. This is what you know. This how you know a leader cares about his people. Education was free. From primary to college. You got a house when you got married. You got free land to farm with. Free, Joe. Free. You were given free health care, Joby, your whole life. You go to the hospital, got dental care, all free. You also got a stipend. I think you got like a $30,000 a year stipend, a part of that oil money. So you got a free check, Joby, every year from the government, because the oil was part of you. You own that. The European and the Rothschilds that own the oil. Your country did. So take this from say what were some of the what were the economic benefits of living in Gaddafi's Libya? What were some of the economic benefits of living in Gaddafi's Libya? Let's see if Google gonna tell the truth. Or they now try to switch it up to tell lies. Oh, you're going to get free. We got to free up for democracy. All them lies. Ain't no democracy in no Libya. It's open slavery. They poor now. They went from a wealthy country having everything to now impoverished. Now, what Gaddafi also did, he built one of the biggest. Now, I told you, it's always water in the desert. Now, remember, Libya is what, Joby? A desert country, right?
Yeah.
Gaddafi built the biggest waterworks, Joby, because he knew there's water, because that desert used to be a forest, Joby. It used to be a green forest 5,000 years ago. It wasn't always a desert. That was all green. So he knew there was water, Joby, underneath the desert. So he put the biggest program to build a clean water system that could grow farms inside the desert. And so they had to kill him too, because that means he's going to teach the Africans how to do that. I'm going to let you but let me do this first. I'll let you pull up that in a minute too, to show that system. That means that means even in the desert you can grow fresh vegetables and fruit. Who would that hurt? All the Europeans again. So he had to be taken out. The Africa's wealthy. Has everything it needs. Don't need sanctions. You can't sanction me. You gonna sanction me as Gaddafi? Sanction me for what? I don't got no IMF loan. I don't need none of your goofy loans. You need my oil. If you don't need it, then you won't get it. Now you're not gonna pay for it with no fake ass dollars. You're gonna give me gold. Well, we ain't got no gold, then you don't get it then. But you gotta have a bigger military, because they coming to see you. They coming to see you. Because they don't got what Africa has to pay for. You tell the European, hey, I don't want no more of your funny money, Joby. Listen, Keith, I'm gonna pay you, Joby. I don't want no more of your fake money, Joby. And you say, well, I need what you got, Keith. I know. Then you better give me some gold. I ain't got no gold. Well, you don't get none of this. You say, well, I got a real military, goddammit, coming to see you. Coming to knock on your door. But Joby, that's against civil rights. That's against human rights, Joby. It's against human rights that you would do something like that. You would come knock on my door and take what I have without paying for it. That's just some stupid shit I tell you, Keith, about human rights and all that old.
I think I got it. Let me see. I see one of it was education was free, medical treatment was free. There was no electrical bills.
Hold on, Joby. No electrical bills, Joby. So you had no electrical bills, Joby. Oh, no. Remember the Americans said they got to free. We had to free you from Gaddafi, Joby. This was the propaganda. We got to free you, Joby. There's democracy. Now, you had no electric bills, Joby. I mean, all your power was saved, okay? You had no school fees, Joby. That means all the way to college, you get a PhD, okay? And then, Joby, if you couldn't find a job in your field, guess what I would do until you found a job? I would pay you the amount of money you would get for that diploma that you got from college. I would pay you. We're going to read it, Joe. Let's go keep reading what they say.
I remember all that. Let me give a small shout out right here. I see Mzales, karibu sana. Nakutiki unauliza haya mwana nyinyi mko hadi usiku. Yes, we run till midnight sometimes. He's asking if we always run until night time. Yes, we have our shows running
all night long, baby. You're the black hot fire. Learn something all night. So we gotta get Joby out of here. I just got passionate. We about to get her out of here. So usually from 8 in the morning to 10 at night, then Joby just plays music on the network, and you got to go over to the network. No more TikTok. Go ahead, Joby.
So Mzales, umesikia tuko hapa kutoka 8 a.m. mpaka che. You know, we're on every night. I see DJ Ken karibu sana in the building. Hope you're doing amazing. I see Charity. I see Brian Kimani, karibuni sana to the Black Hot Fire Network. But yes, they're saying that there was no electricity bills in Libya. Electricity was free. Yeah, and let me see. Gaddafi carried out the world's largest irrigation project known as the Great Man-Made River Project.
There it is. That's it.
to make water readily available throughout the desert country. And they're saying that a portion of Libya's oil sale is or was credited directly to the bank accounts of all Libyan citizens.
To the people, Joby. So why they do that in Nigeria, Joe, which has more oil than Libya? So you mean Libya? Because, Joby, you got to be free, Joby. You got to be free so you can pay your own electric bill, Joby. So you can buy your own water. So you can pay for your school fees, Joby. So you can also pay for your house, pay for your medical bills, Joby. You got to be free. You are under terrorism, Joby. That's what the white man told you, which was a lie. So Gaddafi, Joby, was actually doing for his people, which Nigeria is 10 times richer than fucking Libya. And people are swimming on shit rivers, Joby. Shit rivers. And Gaddafi said, hey, you know, every month, go to the bank, you got money in the bank from the oil. You get paid, Joby, just for being Libyan. Not having a job yet. Hey, that money goes to your bank account.
Because everything is in the continent. God damn it. We just need to see that, you know, everything is right here. You don't need nothing from nobody. You just need power. That is all
exactly. So you see Libya being a desert country, Joby. Didn't have the resources of Kenya. A desert country, Joby. Didn't need shit from nobody. All you had to do was produce it, have the power to do it, and then implement it. Stop talking about it and do it. Stop talking about it and be about it. And you see, he was in the desert and he started building an irrigation system that was going to green, that was going to put farms all throughout Libya. So Libya didn't have to say, you know what, I wish I had Russian grain, and if we get Russian grain, we'll get freedom. What? What? Yes, Russian grain would bring us freedom. What are you talking about? How crazy is that shit?
That's the thing that all newlyweds in Libya would receive 60,000 dinar by the government to buy their first apartment to help start a family.
First home. Exactly. So means you got money to buy your not rent it, Joby. Own it. Not rent it. Own it.
Damn.
But Joby, the Europeans said he was a dictator. We gotta free you, goofy Libyans, from this dictator. Now they don't get none of that shit, Joby. They're impoverished. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers got control of the oil. The country's fucked up. But their fake media said, we gotta go and get Gaddafi because he's not giving democracy in Libya to lie. Right?
And then
go ahead.
After that, I'll read a very stupid comment I've seen on one of these articles I'm just reading right here. They're saying that a portion of Libyan oil sales is or was credited directly to the bank accounts of all Libyan citizens. Libya had its own safe on state bank. Libya had its own state bank which provided loans to citizens at 0% interest by law.
0%, Joby. Means 0%. They can borrow money and they didn't have to pay back more than what they borrowed. There was no interest because they owned the bank. It wasn't owned by the Rothschilds or the damn Rockefeller. They owned the bank. It was an actual bank that Libya owned, so they could give money away without charging people money to give back, Joby. That means it helped you. It didn't put you in debt. And that couldn't be allowed that people start knowing about that. That destroys the small hat fake system. Because that's how the world's supposed to work, especially in Africa. Africa could do all this today, Joby. Everything's there. You're talking about a desert country. They don't have agriculture. So you know what Gaddafi said? Fuck that. I'm going to make agriculture because I know there's water underneath the desert, and I'm going to build it. Took them 40 years. I'm going to build it. I'm going to supply clean water to grow crops so we don't need to depend on anybody because I got the oil wealth to do it. And it didn't hurt me by doing it because I'm still paying for everybody's shit for free. You go to medicals, you got doctors, best doctors on the planet. We're in Libya. They had great roads. They had great schools. And guess what? It's all free. It was all free, Joby. Please help me, Joby. I need to be freed by the Americans because I want to pay my own electric bill. I don't like having a free bill. I don't like having electricity free, Joby. I don't like having a free.
Apparently, from what I'm reading, because I'm trying to go through I just pulled up an article that is people's comment, what they were writing about Gaddafi's time, how they were living, and I'm going through all this, and I'm seeing, according to this article I'm reading, on the newlyweds who are given money to, by the government to buy their first apartment. They're saying that firstly, 60 diners aren't even $50,000 US and never were. Secondly, this almost never happened.
That was $50,000 because remember, they never debased their currency. It is now say, pull up that one Libyan dollar was equivalent to $1 American dollar. It wasn't like $1 American dollar and it's worth 1,000 Kenyan shillings. He never debased his currency. So you motherfuckers can't tell me my currency's less than you. You don't make shit. You don't got no resources. So pull this up, Joe. We say when Gaddafi was in control of Libya, was his currency 1-to-1 in value to America? Was his currency 1-to-1 in value to the American dollar? Euro. That's a yes. His currency wasn't devalued. It wasn't debased, so somebody's telling a lie. $50,000 is a lot of goddamn money. Hell, you talking about? To get somebody for their first damn apartment house? Are you crazy? 50 grand? I wish somebody would have gave me 50 goddamn grand. You get a $50,000 loan with interest over this bitch. He giving loans away for free. Shit. Boy, I try to tell you, $50,000 ain't a lot of money. Crazy as cat shit. But give it to me. Give me 50 grand, see what I can build in Kenya. You crazy? Give me $50,000 damn dollars free.
They're saying that until the new Libyan dinar was launched in 1971, the Libyan pound was still in use. They were available in a quarter, a half, and the dollar. I don't know if it's in a quarter and a half. I think that is all the same. And 10 dinar dominations. And after the new banknotes had been in circulation for a few years, fresh versions with Muammar Gaddafi started appearing on the Libya dinar notes. But they're not giving me
But the value was 1-to-1. His currency wasn't debased. He refused to debase it. It was 1-to-1. If you wanted a dollar in Libya, you had to give him a dollar and a dollar, an American currency. It wasn't debased like all other African. It wasn't devalued like all other African currency is, because he wasn't part of the IMF. See, when you're part of the IMF, the fake small hat shit, you got to do that to give their fake money value. You got to devalue your own money, and he never did that. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And they try to get him to take IMF loans. I don't need no IMF loans. I don't need no World Bank loans. Nope, don't want none of that shit. Either you want this oil or you don't. You want it or you don't. I don't need no oil, but I need a loan, and I got the oil. You want the oil or you don't. And if you do want it, you're gonna pay for it. You're not gonna give me no goofy loan. Go ahead, Joe.
I'll go through this article myself tomorrow and represent, because I see with everything I'm reading, the free education, the free medical treatment, this guy has something to say about it. He says that Gaddafi never did all of this. These are all lies. He's saying that Libya has many state banks and private ones. It also had them before Gaddafi took power. It was not really something special to Libya, as every Muslim country has a bank that charges 0 interest for loans. Otherwise,
of course, that's part of Islam, of course, but they don't run the country. Those countries are still part of the IMF. See, they're trying. That's somebody talking propaganda, because they know Libya is now more fucked up now. Just get the article. Read the article before we leave. We gotta get Joby out of it. But the article say, do Libyans believe say, do Libyans believe Libya is better today or better when Gaddafi was in power? Ask that. And without a doubt, they say Gaddafi. We fucked up. Because that guy just saying bullshit because everybody don't got no free education no damn way. What are you talking about? You got Lebanon, these other Arab countries falling apart. What are you talking about? Lebanon, Syria all falling the hell apart. What are you talking about? All Arab countries got, you got that. You don't got no money to give no damn loans to the people. So what you talking about? Who cares if you don't got no usury? That's good, but you don't got any money either to give. Gaddafi had the money to give. You don't. There's no money in no damn Lebanon. They're bankrupt.
So they're saying that, Gaddafi's death failed to bring democracy and stability. Instead, Libya has fractured along regional and ideological lines, with militants vying for control of the oil-rich country.
That's warlords and jokes. That's warlords. It's all torn. It's impoverished. Ain't nobody getting no free lights no more. Ain't nobody getting no free education. Ain't nobody getting no free medical. That's all real. Go ahead,
They're saying that, speaking to Euronews, Mustafa Fattori, a Libyan academic analyst, described that the current climate of Libya, of Gaddafi, of and after Gaddafi. So I think this is what they're trying to say, that there's been no democracy, there's been no stability, everything has changed.
No stability, it's all dangerous, all fucked up. And that's from a European perspective. I ain't trying to really tell the truth, but so I don't get no more. Now I'm like the rest of Africa. I'm broke. I'm impoverished. They got open slavery. There are black people up there. Slave market. These are facts. Gaddafi didn't have no slave market. They got slave markets in Libya of African people. They got organ harvesting run rampant in Libya right now, where they cut open black men, black women, black children to organ harvesting. Everybody's impoverished. The roads are all fucked up now. Nobody getting no free medical because their medical system is collapsed. No one's getting no free housing. The housing system's all fucked up. They bombed the hell out the water system. That don't work because the white man made sure, hey, these goopy bastards are not going to be able to grow no fruits and vegetables out here. They're going to buy them from us. It's about our dominance. So, the things got better. Hey, that's how they bring you democracy, Joby, and human rights. The Libyans now got human rights, Joby. They didn't have them. They got human rights. So much love. Let me read the rest of the comments, Joby. We get out of here.
We've not finished. We want to finish with the LeBron James son suffering there.
Oh, I thought you were sleeping. Okay, I was going to let you go. Okay.
No, we finish up our topic, then we go. Yeah.
Oh. LeBron James' son, if you guys don't know, I'm sure you have heard it all over the place. LeBron James' son suffered a cardiac arrest, a heart attack. And we know it's because of the big ugali. We're not going to say it. If I was just on TikTok, I would say what it is, but we're on YouTube too. So we know he's got the big ugali, but he doesn't want to come out and say that his son suffered, and people are asking him about it. And even today, he refused to even stand up for his own son by saying, yes, he was injured by you-know-what. We'll say, by the state, the vaccine's safe and effective. It's safe and effective. So we're asking, he's too much of a coward because he destroyed his son's career. Anybody has any kind of heart attack at 18, which they're trying to say it's natural, it is not. It doesn't do no global warming. You're 18 and full physical health, and you have a heart attack, and do any global warming in an air-conditioned gym. He was trying out for USC. He's already been announced he's going to go to college there. Then next year going to the NBA first-round draft. He's going to become a millionaire himself. But, the media will say, hey, your son's out. You're already a millionaire. Don't say nothing that's going to destroy you. I told you, all these stars and athletes are bootlicking, hangers of head, scared-ass cowards. He's not gonna say nothing. He's on there. He said Joby can put up one of those. They asking him, "Oh, this is about people's bodies. This is about racism. About people's bodies." I'm not going. I have nothing to say. It's about people's bodies. It's about the body. I have nothing to say. So when he did destroy his son, he's destroying his own son's life. And anybody knows anything about heart problems, you can't. The heart never gets better. The son's heart is now damaged. It's not going to get better. So usually in this kind of situation, right? You might live 5 years. He's young, so he might live another. Most likely, he'll be out of here by. Right? And things are safe and effective. They were
What
just
happened?
Marco.
Lost you?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Hey, Joby. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey. So
Yes,
they're
I
saying
hear
that so he doesn't want to say what's going on, but suffering a mass heart attack, 18 is not normal. You know, trying to say it's not normal. Especially
Let me play this
being
back.
a top. Okay. Yeah, especially being a. Go ahead. Go ahead, Jimmy.
You're getting word that Bronny James, who is going to be a freshman basketball player at USC, suffered cardiac arrest while at a practice yesterday. Let me read a statement that was just provided to us by the family. It says, yesterday while practicing, Bronny James suffered a cardiac arrest. Medical staff was able to treat Bronny and take him to the hospital. He is now in stable condition and no longer in the
His
ICU.
basketball career is
We
over.
ask for respect and privacy for the James family, and we will update the media when there is more information. LeBron and Savannah, the parents of Bronny, wish to publicly send their deepest thanks and appreciation to the USC medical and athletic staff for their incredible work and dedication to the safety of their athletes. So cardiac arrest while at a practice yesterday. Importantly and crucially, before we have any more discussion, resting comfortably, no longer in the ICU. Let's get right to CNN Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta. Sanjay, you've now seen the statement. Andy Scholes, I'm told, is with us as well. Sanjay, you've now seen this statement. Give us a sense of.
Well, so he's 18 years old. Sounds like he had this sudden cardiac arrest. There was a very fast, it sounds like, resuscitation. Taken to the hospital,
Gupta, no
but
good
as
ass,
you point out,
has been lying
given the
about
fact
the
that
you
he
know
was in
what.
intensive care unit, but was then able to leave the intensive care unit and is on a general care floor. That is obviously headline there. Obviously, the cardiac arrest, what exactly triggered that, what caused that, that's what the doctors are going to be sort of investigating over the next several days. This is rare. We know that a few thousand people who are young athletes do suffer sudden cardiac arrests every year.
Yeah,
there's all sorts of different reasons that can happen, electrical abnormalities of the heart. We know, for example, with Damar Hamlin, it was related to something known as cordis commotio, which is a blow to
Propaganda. We're not listening to them.
It's
we know what is going on. Let me see if I can find the one of Jamie Foxx, because also for me, I think something is just off with him. Let me share this. What he had to say. He looks different. Most of the people had something to say. You went through the comments after people.
I got to see it. He looks skinny, but I got to see his ears. I got to see the whole profile. Then you can tell whether this is a different person, a doppelganger that they use. They always use doppelganger. I'm glad people starting to look at the whole profile and know when you're looking at a different person. How they change people. And you think, that's, not. Yeah, they didn't use like 5 different Oprahs since Oprah came out back in the 80s. Been like 5 different damn Oprahs, and you can clearly tell they're different Oprahs because the teeth don't even match. The structure of the face at the bottom don't match. Now, is the real Oprah? What happened to real Oprah? Because it's like 5 Oprahs been running around here. Crazy.
Crazy.
I gotta get a whole side picture of this dude that I can tell whether it's him or not.
First of all, I want to
From
say
the
thank
neck
you to everybody
to the
that's,
ear.
I cannot even begin to tell you how
He
far
also
it
got
took me,
lighter.
how it brought me back.
So it got lighter. Like, why is it lighter? Because that's the first thing I think I noticed. Is lighter.
It got lighter. That's another thing I don't know, but well, yeah, I don't know because he may have been out of the sun. I can't say nothing. I had to get a whole. I gotta go around his whole head.
Waiting, or wanting to hear updates, but to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was gonna make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God, video.
I think that's why my attention was caught. Why are you leaving
Can I tell you
this
how
video?
great it feels to have?
No, why are you leaving us a video? I'm not. I feel like he's not the same personally from when I saw the video, and I went through the comments. Most people are like, nah, if you're not seeing this, something is wrong with you. Others are like, Jesus, why are you blaming the AI? And all that, it's just crazy. Why are you saying it's the AI? And a funny shit, we hear people right now saying that it's not possible of human beings being cloned. If it's cloned, it has to start from the embryo, like it has to start from. But I believe they're capable of doing it, of making adults type of AIs.
We know they've been cloning. We know they've been cloning people. So we know that they said when they cloned Dolly back in the 80s. Oh, that's how we're gonna stop. So we know that's a lie. So we don't know what. I'm not saying that's the clone there. And I understand the technology. I don't know. I'm just gonna say hell until I can see the whole side of his head and everything else and match it up with another picture, then I can say something.
Yeah, but anyway, family, we'll be wrapping it up there. I hope you guys do have a good day on your end. Let me go to the comments very quickly. I see.
Oh, Joe, we gonna read the end. You gonna read the end. You gonna read the end of the comments on TikTok and YouTube or whatever.
Yeah, I'm reading on YouTube. For TikTokers, I think people have gone to sleep. We've had 207 viewers, so I've had to end it. To also put the phone on the charge. It has managed to go for 2 hours, so I decided to end it. We've had 207 viewers, and that they have interacted for those who called.
Damn,
but
on
anyway,
TikTok? On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had 200 viewers on that bitch? Shit. That's why I said we gotta be on TikTok.
Yeah. They're always coming in and out. That is the thing. But Joe was going to ask why we gotta be the dirty niggas and why not just call us niggas. Keith is always saying you dirty niggas.
I'm always just a joke. I gotta stop even using the N-word. I just do it because it's funny.
You dirty niggas.
I just say it because it's funny for the reaction, Mosquito. I don't mean nothing behind it. I think it's funny.
Jibba say that the freedom acquired debt, the freedom to acquire debt is crazy, and just saying that Lebanon can't pick up the garbage. You're saying that the ugali mandatory was NCAA, sorry, and you're also saying that what franchise will insure him now? Definitely, we know none.
Exactly.
And
They won't. They're not. Listen, his career's over. They won't insure him. He's already had a major heart attack, age 18. I can't invest in him. He's not. He's exactly. I can't invest in him. He's done. His career is over. So thanks to your daddy. You know, I told you, boy, you get raised by stupid people, man. God damn, it's rough on you. But you're done, son. Your career is over. You're done. Any doctor's going to tell you that you had a cardiac arrest, you cannot play high intensity sports. You can't even go play soccer, football, baseball, none of that. You're done. You're done. It's over. And you have a damaged heart now. It's damaged. You can't reverse the damaged heart. You can't reverse that. Well, you probably could through static fields, but nobody knows how to do that but ancient Africans. So today we don't got that technology. That's what I'm saying. So you after this kind of you might have 5 years, sadly enough. You might have 5 years, son. So most likely you're gonna die before your daddy do. Your dad's still young, he's only 38, whatever he is, 39, whatever. You're gonna die before your father does, sadly enough. And that's a shame. But your father still won't even speak out on your behalf. That's how much of a coward and a bootlick he is. Those he's calling worth $500 million. And he's too scared that, the small hats will take all of it. They'll destroy him. So what? Is your son not worth saying this truth? What is your son's value? What is your son? How you look at something? What is your son's value to you? You bootlicks are horrible. What is your son's value? Anyway.
Crazy. Jason is saying that the time to nuke the planet because the 26,000-year cycle creatures held us down until we rise back. And Joe Mosquito is saying that this is Jasmine Spiral, not Jamie Foxx. And he's saying that they removed his hairline transplant and he's showing a lot of forehead. And he's saying that Jamie
I know that his forehead got bigger. I did too. What's with this big forehead? Exactly. I don't know. I got things are off. I'm not gonna lie. Things are off. I don't know what the forehead going on.
I have my forehead right here. Focus on this one. Focus on this one. I see Jason is saying that is Joe Screen saying that Jamie is such a talented guy. And Jipa Jaba is saying that 1896 H.G. Wells, The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Dr. Moreau. I'm the Dr. Moreau. That's true stuff. When they learn stuff, they put in the movies. Yeah, Dr. Moreau making hybrid. That movie came out, they made a new version back in the 90s. The old one came out in the 70s. I think the new one came out with Island Dr. Moreau. The remake came out in the 90s. The older version came out in the 70s. And some of the Island of Patmos. Remember, that's the myth where they started making white people at back in the day. Island of Patmos, some hybrid animals. They learn these things and then they make movies about it. And you're supposed to think that's entertainment. Exactly. The Island of Dr. Moreau. Making all kind of weird shit. All kind of weird. John the kooky ass Alex Jones. They got the technology. You think they can't make a roach human? They got that technology now. They can merge a roach with a man. It's called a chimera. Of course, it's only been called chimeras. That's what you are. You got no clue. I said you a chimera. They make a half a dog, half human. Chimera.
But anyway, family, much love. You guys have a good night. I hope you guys take care. Be safe. And of course, take care whatever you're doing, be safe. Thank you so much for being with us on today's episodes. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, same schedules. But of course, different programs. And thank you so much. Smash that like button as you leave and have a beautiful day or whatever. A beautiful night. Good night from my end. See you guys tomorrow. Much love. Peace.
What's up, family? I don't think Campbell's going to be back until Saturday. So Joey's going to man this tomorrow by herself again on TikTok.
I'm good. Much love. I'm okay. No complaints.
Much love, guys.